As a captain or IGL, how to tell the teammates how to keep calm and ignoring hate speech after tournaments, because it's still sad. One of my teammates out retired from Dota because of one bad performance and getting so much hate speech from YouTube chat. Whoo, that's a big one. That's a big one. I think, again, one thing that might help this, I think, was number 6, what Yami said. Blasting your own music. I think it's really hard because sometimes, professionals, or if you're known in the scene or whatever, and you got fans, that like people sometimes will post some really heinous things, or, when you do really bad, or they'll say really great things when you do really well. At the same time, it's really important to understand, why are you reading these comments? What are these comments, doing for you? Are these comments helping you? Are they tearing you down? Are there truth in what they're saying? And if so, what makes it so important to pay attention to them? And I think it's really important to understand too that most of the time when people are saying these mean things, they just think that this person doesn't exist and it's just like some player or whatever. But I think what people forget is that there's an actual person behind, the screen. This player is an actual real live human being, and the things that I can say or say about them might affect them. And for most players and pros, it does. And so I think as a spectator, as a human, to understand that, so you can humanize the person you're saying these nasty, heinous things to, and the suggestion there's don't. And I think as a player, understanding, like, do we have to listen to these things? Do these people actually care about me as a person or as a player, or do they just pay attention to my 30-minute thing that I do? I think it's really important to contextualize or understand where this is coming from. Why are they saying these things? And do I really need to listen? Are these people important? And if the answer is no, then there we go. But if the answer is yes, and you want to pay attention to the hate, why? And something else after losing is that even after a hard loss or whatever with the team or what have you, there's nothing you can say that's going to make that loss feel better. In that moment, the best thing to do after a loss is to take some time off to think about it. I wouldn't even say watch the VOD. And take some time off, chill, understand that this game, this performance, this thing that just happened does not define you, does not define your career. It doesn't define anything. It's just one game. And there will be the thing that I love about esports is there's always another game. It's always another chance. There's always another opportunity, and so even though we didn't perform to the level that we wanted to this time, there will be a next time, and we can do that better. Or again, it's not truly a loss unless we don't take anything away from this experience. May it be something strategically, maybe something mechanically, or even may it be something mentally that you want to do differently, or that you want to learn or take with you for the better. I think that's how the best way to handle losses.